Good morning everyone. I am so tired today. Look at my bags. Let's get some makeup on this face before you have to stare at this horrendous looking face for much longer. I got up early today, very early, and got a workout in, got some steps in. I feel like I'm just starting to get my body back a little bit after having a baby, and I just want to feel a little bit more toned because I never felt as like flabby before I had a baby, which is totally normal because your body does hold on to fat to obviously help protect and help feed the baby. But yeah, let's get some SPF on. I want to go out in the garden today, so definitely want to make sure I've got my SPF 50 on. I don't want to do too much on the eyes today because it is going to be really warm today. You can probably hear the birds outside. I've got all the windows open because it is literally 24 degrees already and it's 7:30 in the morning. But of course I've got to get some use in on my Tartelette palette, so I'm going to go in with Natural Beauty, just that light mauve shade. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Beautiful Iris, just on the lid. I might just take some of this Rimmel eyeliner and just literally really closely to the top lash line, just give it a little bit of definition along there. Bit of mascara. Now, as I mentioned, it is extremely warm today, so I'm going to do a little, try and franken a little tinted moisturiser type thing. So, first thing I'm going to do is take a couple of pumps of the Saie Glowy Super Gel in the shade Star Glow. So I'm going to mix the Saie gel with some of my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. This is the Glowgasm Wand in Goldgasm. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is quite a lightweight coverage, so especially dialed down with the other products, it's not going to give me much coverage. It's just going to give me a nice even complexion, hopefully. Mix it all together, make a little cocktail. I always find with my skin that I don't have, luckily I don't have much to cover in the sense of like spots or acne or anything like that. But I always have a lot of redness in my skin. So I do tend to have to wear base products just to even everything out. To be fair, that is exactly what I wanted. Barely there, just a little bit of coverage. Right, let's put on a little bit of bronzer. I really want to use my cream bronzer today. My Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't worn this in ages because I've been preferring to use my powder bronzer. But let's go in with a little bit of this today. I really want to start doing some longer vlogs because I love watching long vlogs. And when I'm watching my favourite YouTubers, I always just think the longer the better, really. Even if you just have it on in the background. Of a lip, I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty in the shade Peanut Butter. A little bit of Jeffree Star I'm Nude. And then a little bit of Fenty Beauty Blaze Donut. And then for blush, I'm just going to take a little bit of my Cutie Cake from P. Louise. And that is the makeup done for the day. Some lovely geraniums come up and a random little raspberry bush which I didn't know we had, so I picked a few off yesterday and a few more are coming up. And then my favourite this time of year, our sweet peas. They're just starting to come through now, but this whole area is sweet peas, so this will absolutely flourish over the next few weeks. And with sweet peas, the more you pick, the more they sort of bloom, so I keep on top of those, and I put them in little posies around the house. And then this area here is all my phlox, and again this will come up in about a month or so. And yeah, I still need to plant this peony plant out. I haven't got around to doing that, but I'm going to crack on with some more maintenance. I have I've pruned back this big bay tree. That was the thing I just carried over to the compost, and now I need to just trim back this willow tree over here. You can see I started it last night, so I need to go get the step ladder, I think, so I can really give this a good trim back. Three hours later, the willow has had a lovely haircut around the front. It's looking a lot more neat and tidy, and now I'm just going to go through this. This is kind of the main event in the middle of the garden, the apple tree. So I am just going to go around the apple tree and just pick off any sort of small apples that are in big clusters, because basically if you've got sort of more than a cluster of 3, you need to pick off some of the apples so that you get nice big juicy ones rather than loads and loads of little teeny tiny ones, and it just helps them to thrive a bit more. So let's find one. So for example here you can see there's like loads growing. So you just pick off a couple. Some of them just literally fall away, so you know they're ready to drop anyway. It just allows for the strong ones to come through. and then I'll just go and pop these in the compost bin. Good boy. Oh, look at that head tilt. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? I am just going to harvest a couple of the geraniums and pop them in a vase upstairs with some lavender, because I think the purples will look really nice together. So yeah, let's go snip some blooms. Just pull off some of the leaves so it's easier to put in the vase. It is now 8:15. Baby's in bed, everyone's been fed, and I'm ending the night how I end most nights, which is in my greenhouse watering my plants, because I am an 85-year-old woman at this point. So I'm going to fill up my watering can with the outside tap. And I'm going to end the video here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this homey vlog, day in the life, and if you did, then please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.